So I'm on the move. I'm really just moving into a better lighting in this room so I can talk about some things. Wow, it's been a minute, huh? Hi guys, how everybody's doing? I hope everybody's fine. I'm good. Your girl's good. Your girl is good. But I've had some challenges, and I'm okay with that because it makes you strong, right? You be diligent and you get stronger in what you're trying to accomplish around here. So I told you guys I had a series on healing, and I found out in my life that I've been such a perfectionist about things that I tend to be like, I gotta have everything right so I can just deliver it right and they can receive it the way I want them. And it became more stressful trying to deliver it in such a perfect way that I decided to just start shooting, like I said before. And I realized that when I just talk on impulse, I like to have a script so I don't forget things. However, because I'll forget things, and when I'm inspired, I want to just shoot right then. But then the inspiration will go away if I have to sit down and write down everything and then try to shoot a film. So I was just listening to my girl Tamra. What's up, Tam? From Philly, and she just did a podcast, an interview on her book, that her second book that she's coming out with, and I was already supposed to have my poetry book out and my regular book out, and I still haven't gotten either one of them because I want everything to be so perfect. So I'm just telling you guys the reason why I haven't been on the tube and giving my healing series is because I wanted to like come out with a boom and everything at one time. But I think I'm getting full, so I'm gonna have to leak out some things so I can add some other things in here and make sure that it's going the way it's supposed to be going. So I have two things coming out. I have a book of poetry, probably two. It might be three at this point because I've been writing and writing and writing. And I told you guys that 2 years ago when I first started, that was my release, my pain release, or my thoughts, getting my thoughts in some type of order is writing things down. So I just started writing all these thoughts down, all of this stuff, and I wrote. I showed you a book on one of them videos. I was writing and trying to organize everything. It's funny when you are in such a lower vibration that you are totally confused. When I was confused to the point where I couldn't function during the day, it's like so many thoughts was going through my mind that I couldn't get anything done. And that happened periodically through my healing process too. It's let me take this earring off because if I hear this clicking, I know you can too. Then I apologize too. And then I realized, and I'd be so stuck, like, I can't do anything today. No, I did a lot. I did a lot of internal work. I did a lot of internal work because I had to understand where I was, what had happened, what Mack truck just smacked me across the head, and what have I in my heart believed I've been doing all this time, and then to end up with the results that I had, I was like, whoa, something ain't right. It don't add up. It just does not add up at all. So I had to really go in and see what is good with Renee. Like, what's good, girl? Because 1 + 1 is 2 all day long. But is that the question? That came across me. 1 + 1 is 2 all day long. But is that the question? Is that the answer that you want? That's what I'm saying. So if you're trying to get to 1 or 2, then you can go that thing a million different ways, right? Because if you ask somebody, how do you get to 2? And you'll say 1 + 1, right? But somebody else can say, see me and my smart, quirky self, 28 minus, 30 minus 28, still 2, right? All right, that's my analogy. Wow, that's my analogy. So I was technically with my ex for 30 years. actually 21 years marriage, 8 years together. But now it's going on 3 years. The last 3 years we were separated, and now we are officially divorced. And I was going to do a whole yay video on it, but forget it. I was going to do the whole showing you my name and all of that kind of stuff. Like I changed my name back to Renee Maxwell, which is my maiden name. And I started looking up all kinds of stuff, like just on me, just me, like internal work. And it led me to other things I wanted to look up. I've always been into the sky. Keep your head to the sky. Keep your eyes. I will look upon the hills, which my help cometh from the Lord. So I'm telling you, I love the sun. I love the moon. I love stars, and I love skylights. I love mountains. I love waterfalls. I love beaches. I love earth. I love like nature. And I never thought I was into it. I like nature, but now I love nature. Like I'm into even planting my own stuff now. I got some lavender. I bought me some basil and some rosemary to plant, and some lavender. But I have lavender out there, mint, 2 different types of mint, aloe, 3 different types of mint, aloe, lavender, and then lemongrass. Got a big old lemongrass. That thing went crazy when I put it in another pot. That thing went crazy. It's almost as tall as I am right now, and I'm like, burp. Now I read up on how to harvest it, but not like that. So to get the mints and the stuff like that is actually a 3-year process to get it to its full potential. But for now, I like doing what I'm doing, and I'm learning it, and I'm gonna learn some more. But I'm into like natural stuff now, natural herbs and natural stuff that I can grow. I've learned healing properties to all these things that will heal your body. And why wouldn't it? Because it came from the earth, right? So everything is recyclable. Everything is replenishable. Every fruit bears its own seed, right? So why can't we get our natural health from the things that God already provides for us, that we don't have to actually go out here and have all these medicines, medications, and prescriptions and doctor's appointments and different insurances and all that kind of stuff. But let me not get started, because it might get taken down. Like my mind went so deep into this world and how this thing works and how people are and the energies and the forces behind people and their thoughts, why they think the way they could possibly think the way they think, and why the connections is unbelievable. The connection to myself is the best thing that ever happened to me. And this is why I said in my video 2 years ago that this divorce could probably be the best thing that ever happened to me. Listen to my words coming to fruition from a video that I made like 2 years ago. I think it's called New Me, New Beginnings, New Me. And I tell you, I said that on that video, and it's amazing that some of the things that I said and some of the things that I've written down in these poems that I've written and in these stories, how many things have come or coming I can see in front of my eyes. It's unbelievable. But it's believable, because I know the power of manifestation. I know how to cleanse my space, my energies, and my children and my stuff around me. I know when some bad energies, vibes, demonic forces, whatever you want to name it, I know when it's trying to invade my space. I can feel it. And if they're slick enough or easy enough to disguise it in the beginning, honey baby, believe me, it's a matter of time. I mean, a matter of that I catch it. Like, it's quick now. It ain't 28 years, that's for sure. Shit, it ain't even 2 months on some real. I do not waste time with people and shenanigans and foolery and lies and manipulation. And sometimes it's not even that. That's a whole nother. Now that I'm a changed person, I'm attracting different energies. Higher level, higher devil. Believe it when I tell you. It's And if you're not aware of it, it'll be so slick that you don't even understand what just happened. Like you don't even know why and what happened. And it's crazy to me because I just experienced something that thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for the healing process of the breakdown of my marriage, because now I can see things so much faster and so much in such a different way that some people don't have a chance. And I'm sorry to say that. Some people just really don't have a chance. And what I'm saying that is I attract a lot of energies. And I can see when people, really want to talk to me or something. Some people don't even know what to say. Some people don't say what they say. It comes out like blah, blah, blah. And with my my new conscious level, let me say that, I understood everything you just said and why and how and who and all of that. And I don't have a response to that because it would take too much digging through my mental on my higher level to climb all the way down to this level to explain to you what I see is happening. And even doing that, they won't understand it. Why? Because they're on that level and they won't understand what I'm seeing on this level. Conscious people know what I'm talking about. Waking up people know what I'm talking about. People that are mature in their emotions know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's been now it's fun though. Not fun in a way like it's not always fun. Let's not say that. Let's say that I now see the beauty in everything. So I now see, even if situations end up not favorable in the end, I see the beauty in the experience now. I enjoy each day as it comes, and I see wonders, signs, and miracles every day. Every day I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be able to see those connections, to make those connections, to help in any way that I can. And just to grow every day, just trying to grow in my spirit, my mind, body, and spirit every day. And I'm so excited about it. I know I tell y'all this all the time, but I'm still just as excited about it. I'm even more excited. The more I dig into myself and the more I know who I am and the more God shows me on these poems and things that I'm writing down, I'm in awe of God. I really am. But I am in awe of myself right now. And I'm not bragging. I'm just like, oh, I wrote that. Psh, what? That's what was inside of me? Let me find out what's more. So I'm backing myself again. And this time I'm going to share as I'm backing myself. So I'm in what you would call hermit mode. That's what I am. Or hangman mode. I'm not sure which one. Like I watch tarots now and I never did before. And I don't let them guide my life. It's just, it's fun to me because it's so on point. It's so on point to where I am right now. I'm like, whoa, that's amazing. Yeah, people would say witchcraft and this and that and the other. I don't do deviations in the darker energies. To me, it's dark and light to everything. There's good and bad to everything. There's, you can see things in so many different levels and so many things. And now that I'm on a higher consciousness, I still believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He's always my rock, baby. Let me tell you. So God is always going to be the forefront of my life. Matter of fact, that's what drives me now. It drives me to know that I have a purpose. I have a purpose on this earth, and I am the value that is about to spill out my mouth. Y'all about to see. God is amazing. And I'm so grateful that he's using me for this. I'm so grateful that he is using me for this. And I've always had it. He's showing me that I've always had it. I've done what I'm about to do, except the writing part. I didn't put it on tangible paper. But what I'm doing on paper now and what I'm about to come out with is what I have done all my life without a thought, without anything. It's natural for me because I want to help people. I want to help people. I want to help people in their mental. I want to help people in their thought process to look at it a different way. I want to help people in their heart. And if they're allowing their emotions to control their logical mind, it has to be a balance between that. You cannot let your be all brain and no heart. You're a cold person who cares about nothing but materialistic things, in my opinion. And you can't let your heart overpower anything in your brain, or you're going to be the biggest fool ever, because people are going to run all over top of you. And you can have the most beautiful heart in the world, and those energy vampires, demons, negative energy, low vibrational people, pick your choice, whatever you want to call them, because I got all kinds of flavors for you in that area. And I can see it from all kinds of different angles, so I can spill it to you in that manner, however you need it. But it all results to the same thing. It really does, and it blows me away. So I've been trying to narrow down. Well, what am I doing? Because am I giving it to them in the 3D, the earth form? Am I giving it to them in the spiritual realm where they may not hear it? I'm a middle. I'm a medium. I'm a middle person, because I can see both sides, and I see that people struggle to get to their higher self. They struggled for their consciousness to get to a cleansed place, a place free of guilt, shame, and pity, and envy, and strife, and all of that. If people could get to that point, this world would be totally different. And I've made so many connections that things I knew, is a knowing you have, that I always knew. I just didn't see no proof of it with my eyes, and I didn't have anything on paper scientifically that could show me that in a way that I want to. And I believe in science, but I believe more in the power of God over science. He gives the scientists the knowledge for them to understand it the way they need to understand it. If it takes them away from the real power of how they got that knowledge, God bless them. But it all comes from God. All comes from God. He made all things. All things. All things. Even the devil. Don't you remember? Even him. He made him too. And he probably already knew, because he's God, that the devil was going to do what he's going to do. But you know it. And he knows all of this stuff.